So you've got a $5,000 a month income. What does that look like? What are you spending on housing? What are you spending on electricity? What are you putting towards debt? What are you putting towards savings? There's a lot that goes into a budget. And today I'm going to break down what a $5,000 a month budget typically looks like, what the different categories, all of that. We're going to break it down for you. Hi friends, welcome to Freedom in a Budget. I'm Kelly and my channel is all about living life well on a budget. And a budget doesn't have to be constricting, let you not do anything. No, it gives you freedom. So today we're going to talk about $5,000 a month budget, what that's going to look like. We're going to dig into it in Excel. You guys know that I love Excel and I have this budgeting series that I'm doing and it's been so much fun. I've gotten so much great feedback from it, and I do have the template that I'm going to be using down below in the description box. It is a Excel template, but you can use it with numbers, you can use it with Google Sheets, you can use it with all different platforms on your phone, on your computer, your laptop, whatever it may be, your tablet. So super easy, super versatile, and just a great tool to make sure that you're hitting your goals and staying online. So let's get into Excel. All right, so here we are in Excel, and as you can see, this is a annual income between $60,000 to $70,000. Now, this would be before everything, and then post-tax and post-insurance, 401k, all of that would be take-home pay of $5,000. So that really depends on how much is being taken out for taxes, how much is being taken out for your 401k and insurance and all of that. So take-home is about $5,000. And as you can see, this is for December 2019. So we have some breakdown here of income. So we're going to assume that this is for two different people here. So two income family, and they each receive two paychecks. So one person is receiving $1,000 every paycheck, and then the other person is taking home $1,500, which will equal out to $5,000. But this family also has side hustle, because I really believe that side hustle is a great way to get some additional income to really reach your goals faster. And you know, side hustle could be a couple $100s a month, it could be a couple $1,000, depending on how hard you want to go at it, what you want your side hustle to be. I have a whole playlist on side hustles that I have linked for you guys down below. And for this person's side hustle, they have an Etsy shop where they're selling take home at $63 a month. Rover, which is like pet sitting, is $150, and then a VIP Kids is $175 for a total of $388. So their total take-home pay is $5,388. Okay, before we get into the costs, I just want to break down the different columns for you. So this first column here, column A, this is what it is. So is it income, is it regular costs, debt, sinking funds, whatever column it is. Then B is the actual what it is. Then this next column C, this is the budgeted amount. So we are doing a zero-based budget. So every single dollar has a name. And what that means is at the beginning of the month, you're going to plan out your bills, your income, all of that. And then you have to have a plan for every single dollar. So our total in is $5,000 and our total out is $5,000. So those two numbers need to match, because every single dollar has a name. And then this column here, this is where you're going to put how much you think that your things are going to cost, and it's going to be an estimate. Some of the numbers you're going to know for sure, like your rent or mortgage is not going to change. Your electric bill, that will change. So different bills depending on if they change or not. This is your estimated. This next column here, the actual, this is what the bill actually comes out to, or what you actually paid or actually spent in groceries. So like I said, these will not change. The rent, mortgage, that's going to stay the same every single month. But your grocery budget, that will change. So then the next column is over under. So this is going to show you if you have money left in that category or if you overspent in that category. Then next is going to be the percentage of your total income. So this is just, you know, a little bit of a breakdown, just to kind of get yourself an idea of, you know, what percentage of our income is this. And then over here is our side hustle. So this is our side hustle box over here. Okay, so now that we know that, let's go to a regular cost. Now, like I said before, this is just an example. This is not for everyone, and this is, you know, if your budget is around $5,000 a month, of what that typically would look like. So Now, this doesn't have to be exact. This isn't shaming you or anything like that. If you overspend in one category, that just means you need to spend less in another category. So for instance, if your rent or mortgage is more than 25%, maybe it's 30 or 40%, depending on where you live in a high cost of living area, that just means you need to cut back in other places to make sure it works and balances out and you're not in the red each month. Okay, so tithe charity, I'm putting 10%. That is gonna be $500. Rent mortgage, I always recommend having your rent and mortgage be about 25% of your take-home pay. Now, I do understand that different places, cost of living is, more expensive than other places, and that's not always possible, but try and have that around 25%. This one is $1,250, and you're seeing that it's going to be 23.2%, so it is under the 25. But that is factoring in the side hustle right here. So if it was just $5,000, then that would be 25%. Renter's insurance. So we're going to assume that this person is renting. So they're paying $20 a month in renter's insurance. Electric is $200, and that's about 4% of your budget. Cell phone, $130 a month. And then internet is $100 a month. So these bills up here, these do not change. These are all fixed bills, the same amount every single month. Oh, and same with car insurance. Car insurance is going to be $200 a month as well for this two driver household. All right, groceries. So this is where you can get into a little bit more of your expenses and how much you're spending for your family. Now, it all depends on how many people are in your family and everything like that. But these next categories, I love how this budget separates them and breaks them down so that you can record everything that you're spending. I write down in my budget every single penny that I spend. If I spend 75 cents at a vending machine, that is going in my budget. Everything, guys. So this, you can log each individual receipt. I always do my budget every couple days. I'm in there. So that way it only takes me 5 or 10 minutes. If I wait to the end of the month to log all my receipts, it's going to take me an hour and I'm going to hate it and I'm not going to want to do it. Another thing with that is if you're in your budget every couple days, you can kind of get engaged on if you're overspending, if you're underspending, where are you with groceries? So this family has $500 a month for groceries. Say they waited to the end of the month to log all their grocery receipts and then, oh crap, you spent $600, you're over budget. Or if you're doing it every couple days, you can get to week 2 and see that you spent $300 versus $250 for the first half of the month. You can cut back a little bit. You can say, okay, let's do a pantry challenge. Let's eat from the pantry, eat from the fridge, eat from the freezer. Let's cut back a little bit. And you can kind of gauge it and work your month that way so that it doesn't come to the end of the month and you're over budget and there's nothing you can do. You can take control of it. So be in your budget every couple of days. So this family, they went to Aldi 4 different times. I also always recommend only going to the grocery store once a week. Or if you even get to the point where you're doing it every 2 weeks, that's even better to really help cut down on impulse shopping. Okay, so they were actually $7 under budget, as you can see here. Their grocery budget is $500. They spent $493 and $7 left for the budget, so that's great. Next is eating out. And they went to Chick-fil-A, Vito's, Publix subs, pizza, Chili's, Chinese food, and more Publix subs. So they spent $199. Entertainment and personal spending money, movies, Ulta, mini golf, Amazon, movies. They went to a fair and Target. And then gas for their vehicles, and this is Cumberland Farms all the way down. So I didn't put that, but you can just hear, whoop, what am I doing here? You can just put Cumberland Farms for each one. That's a local gas station that we have here. So they spent $149.10. Okay, so as you can see here, they were $13 under budget, which is awesome. Then we have our debt. So this, as you can see, is a zero-based budget. So you want the end of the month to end at 0. So for here, these are the minimum payments that you're going to be making on your debt. Now, this one right here, the credit card, that typically would be about $100 a month. But since it's a zero-based budget and they need to get to $5,000, they put those extra $330 after they did all their budgeting to go to their credit cards because they want to pay them off. So you can see that here. And then here, when they did their actual, they actually put a ton of extra money towards their credit cards. They ended up putting $831 when they only budgeted $430, and their minimum payment is only $100. They put an extra $730 to their credit cards. And if they're going to be paying that every single month, that extra $800, this credit card balance is going to be gone in no time. Then they can roll it over into the car loan, the $12,000. So that is the power of the debt snowball. And you can do that with debt snowball or debt avalanche, whatever one you prefer. So this family, they have $63,000 worth of debt that they are paying off. Okay, next is emergency fund. I recommend emergency fund being 1 month of expenses. So $5,000 is their emergency fund. And I don't do the $1,000. I always recommend at least 1 month's worth of expenses to start, and then work your way up to 3 to 6 months worth of expenses. Then we have sinking funds. So general savings is $300. They have $1,200 in it total. Car repair, $70 for a total of $825. Vacation, they put $100 a month for a total of $1,100. Christmas, $100 a month for a total of $1,100. And medical, $100 a month for a total of $650. And total in their sinking funds, they have $9,875. That's including the $5,000. And as you can see, income remaining is $0. So this is a zero-based budget. And I do have a whole video on sinking funds that I'll have linked down below in the description box if you want to check that out as well. And this is the exact template that you guys will see on my Etsy shop. So line by line, everything, it really isn't that hard. All right, I hope that was helpful. I love doing these. I think that they are just a great way to break it down, really get into the nitty gritty of what a budget is going to look like, what a $5,000 a month example looks like. So if this was helpful, I would love for you to subscribe and join the Freedom in a Budget family. Also, like this video. It's a really great free way that you can support me and my channel. And if you know if someone that could benefit from this video or could help them, share it with them. There's a little button down below where you can share it out. You can share it via text, Facebook, Pinterest, Messenger, all these different ways. It is so easy. So share it with someone. I think that they're really going to benefit from it. Next is a video that I did a couple days ago on how to stop living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm going to break it down. I get really personal and just share with you how I personally stopped living paycheck to paycheck, how I was able to get over 1 month ahead on my bills. I'm going to break down all the steps for you. So I will see you in that next video.